What is going on, everybody? Today I'm taking a look at my Honkai Star Rail account. I love this game. I've played since day one. I've put in hundreds of hours into this game, but for the past two to 3 months now, I've taken a break, and this is it's a little weird being back here after 3 months, or maybe 2 months, but there've been so many good games that have come out recently. I've been playing the Elden Ring DLC. I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero. I've been playing Genshin a lot in these last couple of months, and there's just not a lot of time to play a whole bunch of gacha games in addition to other, PS5, AAA games, Switch games. I've been playing the Paper Mario Thousand Door remake, a bunch. So I've just been kind of swamped with so much media and games, and it's been great, but I haven't played Star Rail a whole lot. But I did want to take a look at my account, talk about the game. I know a ton about the game, so I feel like I'm in a really good place to talk about it. So I'm currently level 70. I hit 70 very, very early. I just grinded this game a ton. So anyway, I'm going to stop repeating myself. Let me collect some of these goodies here. I should have a good amount. 4,000, okay, that's kind of embarrassing. Usually I have more than that. But let's take a look, I guess, at my characters. So Jing Liu, she's amazing. I love her. She's kind of like one of my main favorite characters. I'd say her and Blade actually synergize pretty well. But let's take a look at actually the stats. It's a little bit more important. Yeah, Blade is one of my favorite characters. He's so much fun and he looks so cool. I'm not going to go over the characters too much, actually, because it's just going to waste a little bit of time, but I do kind of want to show off my relics a little bit. I do have very good stats on these characters. I spent a lot of time grinding relics and farming materials and investing in, light cones. I do have actually Run Mei E1, which gives more defense shred, so that's really good. Yeah, I've played this game too much. And it's so fun kind of just being back here looking at my account. Oh, I need to level this up. But oops, I was looking at relics. Well, actually, the relics don't matter. I need the stats matter. But yeah, anyway, I don't have to go too far into it just because I feel like I'm just kind of showing off at this point. But so much of this game is done right. And what I mean by that is the content is easy to access. There is autoplay. This is a turn-based gacha, and there's autoplay, which makes it so convenient to do your dailies, so convenient to do events, and you don't have to manually play. And so for me, it just feels like a breath of fresh air to not have to manually play every single day. And yes, I love Genshin, but at the same time, I don't always want to be working my fingers. I kind of just want to hit autoplay, run and go grab coffee, and then, start my day with my dailies having been finished, right? So what else should I show about this account, or what else should I talk about with this game? So I've gotten up until kind of the end of Penacony, but I've not done the last little bit here, as you can see, because I've not played in the last 2 months. I've not gotten Firefly. She's the new or some people call her Sam, but she's like the new fire DPS. I don't have her. Her banner ends tomorrow, I believe, so I'm not going to get her, unfortunately. But that's okay. I already bought the battle pass for Zenless Zone Zero, so I feel like I've already kind of spent some money there, and so I feel like I should be, saving my money. I've been spending too much on gachas, spending too much on games, so I'm just kind of trying to chill out. Let's take a look at the travel log here. There's a bunch of events I still have to do. I already have Jouer C6 or E6, sorry. I probably will try to do these events at some point, but right now I feel like I kind of just want to look at the game, log in and look at it and talk about it. I know I really haven't said much, but I kind of just want to look at the characters, look at the teams I've built. I spent a lot of time doing this, right? So this is a really fun team. Fu Shuang, probably the best preservation character. Actually, no, Aventurine is probably better now, but she got a little power crept. But Quantum is just such a good element where she just fits for so much different content. And it's really good to have 2 preservation units anyway. Jingliu, like I said, she's one of my favorites. Blade pairs with her great because she does damage to the whole team when she uses her ult. And Blade actually has a follow-up attack once he gets damaged 5 times. So it's really, really, really broken. Or it used to be. I don't think it's broken anymore. I've been on the subreddit for Star Rail, and people are saying that Blade is bad now. And that, to me, is not okay. I don't know how this guy could be bad. He was so hyped up when he came out. He looked so sick. I got him. I thought he was amazing, and I still think he's amazing, but I've been hearing slander on the internet, and I choose to ignore it because there is no content that I have not been able to do up until this point. So obviously my Blade is actually insane though. Most people's Blade is not going to be this good. The speed is 133, but it's actually 133 point, I think like 4 or 133.6. So I'm in the, I passed the break point for speed there. So, and I've hit the 70 crit rate. Let me look at my relics and I am running this. So I've reached a 70 crit rate break point as well. So I do proc my Rudolent Arena, which if you don't know, basically I just get a buff when I reach a certain breakpoint for a crit 70. I've built him up with a bunch of HP. I have his signature light cone. I mean, this guy is stacked. He's one of the best blades you will ever see, and I swear to you, that is a promise. I've posted this blade build on Reddit, and it's gotten hundreds of upvotes. This is an insane blade. I will die on that hill. My best unit in terms of like his build, right? Let's take a look at some of the other teams here. Bronya, she's cool. I don't know. I think she's you know, she was very hyped up in the beginning. I don't really like using units that are super hyped up and that everyone uses, and you know, everyone's got like a 160 speed Bronya. And, you know, it's just I'm okay. She's good and I use her, but my personal like emotions towards her is kind of flat. This team's really fun. It's mono quantum. And essentially, this is kind of just like a fun theory crafting team. I don't think it's actually as good on paper as it would seem. The whole idea here is that Silver Wolf, she can give weaknesses to enemies that are not originally weak to certain elements. And it's based off the team members that you have. So if your whole team is quantum, then she will automatically always give a quantum weakness to an enemy, assuming they don't already have a quantum weakness. So essentially, you can but you can basically fight all enemies given that you have Silver Wolf and 3 quantum units. And, you know, it's cool, it's fun, it works, but it's not really the best. Silver Wolf herself, I think, is, you know, she's not as good as Ruan Mei, who does, you know, similar things like, you know, defense shred and break and stuff like that. So she's a little power cracked, but this is still a fun team. Sparkle is a really great addition. She came out like 6 months ago, but she's still insane. Seal, she's good, but she's very single target, and she's kind of fallen off, but I still like her a lot. This is just a scuff team. I don't know. I mean, Kafka here doesn't really make sense, but I think I have a better Kafka team coming up. Do I? Yes, I do. Okay, so this one's kind of fun. Black Swan, Kafka. They're damage over time teams, aka dot, you know, very simple to understand, but essentially they apply wind shear, shock, and all these kind of like damage over time debuffs. So essentially it's kind of like death by 1,000 paper cuts, and both of their ults do a lot of damage as well, and they also inflict, she inflicts Arcana and she inflicts shock, and together they're just insane. And then Jingwan, he's actually gotten a big buff. I don't know if he's still good right now, but he's like a pretty solid unit, and he's just really good for AoE and just sort of cleaning up some of the enemies at low health. Because essentially what these two do, they do dot damage, right? I mean, a lot of dot, and you know, the dot is not going to one-shot anything. Well, it will one-shot things, but for bigger things, it's going to sort of bring them down. And then what Jingwan does is he hits all enemies, right? And so whenever your dot gets to a certain point where it's low enough, he can just kill like 5 enemies at once, you know? And that's really convenient. We don't have any teams here. Let's look at... this is fine. I mean, essentially what we're doing here is we're just trying to get Dan Heng to attack as much as possible. He uses a ton of skill points, so I would say, you know, Sparkle would actually maybe be helpful here. Banya is great here because she can just make sure that he's always attacking, but you're going to use a lot of skill points. He's an insane damage dealer. I don't know if he still is, because I know the meta has changed a little bit, so I feel like what I'm talking about might be a little bit dated in terms of these units. I know Veteran is very good, but he when he came out, he was by far the best unit in the game, but I don't know if that's still true today. I don't think it is, because we have Acheron, we have, you know, Firefly, so naturally there's gonna be power creep, but he used to be the best. But I'm still fully confident that all these characters with their signature light cones, level 80, pretty crazy relics on all of them, to be honest. They can do all content in the game, so again, like, I'm really proud of this account. And if I ever want to jump into more content in this game, it'll take me 2 seconds to catch up. I know this game inside and out, like I've said. So anyway, I don't think there's anything else for me to talk about. I think I've kind of talked about my favorite characters. I've talked about how I love the auto system. It's just so easy to get into. I love the world, the setting. I mean, these locations are really fun to explore. The unfortunate thing is, because it's a turn-based game, you don't really have the fluid movement like in Genshin, but the actual design of the environments is very, very nice. I do like it. Also, if you want to see, I have 2,400 Trailblaze power. So if I wanted to, if I pulled Firefly and I wanted to build her, I could build a perfect Firefly literally in half a day. Not even that time. It'd take me maybe 2 hours. 2 hours to build a perfect Firefly. Like, it's kind of fun that they added that. I'm really happy they did that, because when I do want to play more, I can just farm whoever I want to, and they'll just be absolutely cracked. So yeah. I think that's about it, though. I've kind of just been rambling, but, you know, it's like, it's fun. It's fun to talk about this game, and I don't really have a way to sort of edit together a clean video for this, because this is really just me kind of just getting out my thoughts, you know, as naturally and honest as possible. I love this game. I think it's amazing. I want to play more. There's just so many good games out right now that need my attention, but, you know, I've invested way too much. I've invested so much time in this game that and passion that I got this chef pom pom that was part of a restaurant special, and I had to go find someone in Discord that lived in Korea, I think, or Taiwan, and it was a whole big thing. Like, I have gone above and beyond for this game. I think it's amazing. And anyway, that's all I'll say right now. I've exhausted my appreciation for this game at this point. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you guys want to see videos on Star Rail, let me know. I can certainly make them. I could make guides. I could talk about characters. I can't talk about the new characters because I don't have them, which is unfortunate, but I could if I pulled them, if they had a rerun, if I got new characters coming out next week or the week after. I definitely could. I definitely know not enough about the game to do that. But really right now I'm kind of focused on Genshin and Zenless Zone Zero. But this game, you can be assured that I will be back at some point, and maybe I'll make a video on this game again. So anyway, that's me and Jing Liu signing off. Take care. Bye.